Welcome to ClickUp. My name is Justin, and I'm here to help you get comfortable using ClickUp to facilitate working remotely. If you're not familiar, ClickUp operates as a mission control, making it easy to communicate, stay in sync and aligned, assign tasks and set priorities, know what everyone is working on, and report on what work was done, collaborate everywhere in real time, and ultimately save one day every week. There are also specific features aimed at keeping you in contact and in sync with your team, such as Pulse, which allows you to see who is on right now and gives you a quick overview of what they're focusing on. We also have a Zoom integration, so you can schedule and start calls easily without ever having to leave ClickUp. I'll take you through an example of how that could look. We also have some additional videos and docs on how to use specific features you can access at any time here. Now, thousands of types of businesses use ClickUp, but let's say we're in the classic lemonade stand business. Now that we're working remotely, it's a bit different. First, we need to make sure the lemons are getting squeezed. We can do that by making a task. Now we have a tangible, trackable work item. We need someone to do the work, so we'll assign it to Bob. Bob will get a notification so that he knows he's been assigned to do this task. We'll also let him know it's high priority and give him some specifications for how many lemons need squeezed and when it needs to be done by. Let's say we need 400 lemons squeezed in the next week. Lastly, we'll post a comment letting him know he can get some help from Jill if needed. Since we @mention her, she'll also get a notification, so she'll know to be on the lookout for requests from Bob. By being assigned and mentioned, both Bob and Jill have been automatically made watchers of this task, so they'll get updates on any further activity on it. I'll make Jack, the delivery guy, and myself watchers as well, because I want to be kept in the loop. In particular, when Bob gets started on this task, he'll change the status to in progress, which will let me know that everything is proceeding as expected. Then, when he's done, he'll change the status to complete, which will let Jack know that the inventory is ready to be picked up. We can even set up a dependency, saying this task is blocking a pickup task, so that when this task is done, anyone watching the pickup task will be notified that it's now unblocked and ready to be completed. In fact, there is a whole process of tasks that need to be completed after this one, in order to get the lemonade made to delicious perfection and bottled. So we'll create more tasks for all the other things that need to be done. These are grouped into a list, the first level of organization in ClickUp. That's awfully slow though. Fortunately, since the process is the same every time, we've templated it. Now all I need to do is create a list from template, and ClickUp will do all the work of creating the tasks for me. If you don't have a template set up yet, check out the public ones available as folder templates to get started. I'll move the task I already created into this list too, and then we're good to go. Once we get a few lists, we'll want to organize those too, so we'll put them into a folder, the second level of organization. All these live inside a space, the top level. I'll probably keep my lemon squeezing activities inside of this space, but I might create a second space for my HR processes, to make sure Bob, Jack, and Jill all have support. That will keep my HR tasks nice and separate from my lemon squeezing. Now that we're working remotely, we also don't distribute the same way anymore. Gone are the days of the roadside stall. We now take bulk orders online, process them, and then send bottled goodness out via couriers. So first we'll create a form. Once filled in, the form responses will become tasks. So we'll use the task name for their name, then add custom fields for questions like their area, address, and how many bottles they'd like to buy. Customers will be able to submit purchase orders simply by going to the form and filling out their info. Let's make a test submission so we can see what it looks like. Once submitted, it pops up as a task in ClickUp. Cindy manages invoicing and payments, so once she has sent the invoice and confirmed it's paid, she'll change the status to paid. Then Marco will package the order, marking it as packed. And finally, Alexandra will send out our couriers, marking each order as sent. How though, when we're going to have hundreds of orders per day, will Cindy, Marco, and Alexandra find the tasks they need to work on? Won't it be a total mess? Well, not at all. ClickUp has a unique core feature that allows everyone to cut through the noise and focus on just what they need to see. So despite all of our orders being in one place, each person can see just the ones that they need to by creating a view. Views allow you to filter down to just the tasks that matter, group them for clarity, and sort them into an order. Then save all of that so it's there whenever you need it. Cindy, Marco, and Alexandra all have their own view. They're at the list level, so they just pull in and organize tasks on this one list. In many situations, you'll instead want to create the view at the folder, space, or everything level to encompass and pull in all the tasks in the lists below those levels. Cindy has a view named Payments, and has saved it with a filter for just tasks in the New status. Once she processes them and marks them paid, they'll be filtered out of this view. She hides most of the custom fields that we used in the form because they're not relevant to her work, but displays a formula field she created that automatically calculates the total order cost. Marco saved his view to only show statuses marked paid. He displays the total number of bottles that need to be packed and also sorts them by date created, so the first orders in are the first to be sent out. Alexandra's view is saved with filters to only show tasks in the packed status. She displays custom fields that the others have hidden, like address, and groups them by the area dropdown, so she can put all the orders to one area together in a single delivery route. I'll create a view that shows all information, but uses a board view so I can visualize each stage in the process. We're not using due dates here, but if you are, you can show them scheduled on a calendar or Gantt chart. There's also a box view for seeing people's workload. Then I'll save this view of this list as a favorite so I can quickly jump back to it at any time. I like to pin my favorites so it displays along the top of the screen. I can also visualize all of this with dashboards. I've set one up here to chart sales, team workload, progress of work over time, and various metrics. That's a whole other video though. Since we've all gone remote, it's been really important to make sure we are communicating well, staying aligned and making it easy for everyone to see what they need to do next. We keep communication clear by always having it in context. That means if we're discussing a task, we do it with the comments on that task. That way anyone we mention to bring them into the conversation can see the history and details of the task, the full context. When communication isn't action-oriented, we take it off ClickUp, using a messaging or calling application. Often we use Zoom since we have it integrated. We have a company directory so everyone can find the right information to make contact and ensure they're not calling in the middle of the night for that person. For higher level conversations about a whole project or process, we do them on the list, folder, or space that runs that project or process by using chat views. To stay aligned, we have a status board that we go over in our daily meeting, saying what each of us will be working on today and what we could use help with. And we assign people to tasks and set due date and priority to make it clear what's up next. Each person can then see all of their tasks in their inbox here. That's how you could do it anyway, for an imaginary lemonade stand. In real life, you'll want to tweak things to suit you, your processes, and your people. Fortunately, in ClickUp you have plenty of flexibility to do that. I hope that was helpful to get you started. I'd recommend starting off exploring your company's setup or a simple template to get familiar. And remember, you can find help here if you're not sure how to use any features you need. You probably won't use all of ClickUp's features, and that's fine. We never intended anyone to use everything. Just pick what is helpful for your team and turn the rest off. If you ever end up needing them, they'll be there. And so will we. If you have a question, you can reach out to us immediately via chat. We're here to help you as much as we can. Welcome once again, and have a great day.